still good? Okay. We're doing arm bars, and for this week we're going to be attacking from the mount position. So let's jump into it. We'll go straight away. There's a lot of details, so I'm just going to go right on into things. So we're starting off in the mount here, and we're going to use this. Actually, we go 45 this way. Okay. Mount position, and person on bottom is going to be nice and tight with their arms crossing, protecting their neck from collar chokes, stuff like that. So I am going to drop down a little bit lower so that my chest kind of comes towards the elbows. And then with my feet, I can either grapevine, so wrap my toes around the shins, or cross my ankles behind the butt, kind of like Khabib when he's ground and pounded from here. It's a good way to kind of control the lower body. And then with arms out to the side, makes it very hard for the person on bottom to kind of bridge and roll out. So when I'm ready to go, I'm going to drop my chest down nice and low so that the shelf of my chest starts to catch that forearm. I'm going to look to get underneath the head here, and ultimately I want to try to get my fingers underneath the underarm. But as I'm kind of smearing this arm out to the side, I'm just working to get a little bit deeper until I get my hand right underneath the seam of this right arm. Now that the arm's kind of coming up to shoulder height, now I can really start to expose this arm. So I'm going to come elbow to elbow and just slowly work this arm up and overhead. Push, push, push. And this person's probably going to want to pass that arm by, because if their hand gets stuck, it's a pretty severe compression. It gets very uncomfortable. So a lot of times they'll try to free that compression by getting their hand out from underneath of our chest. Now, as we pass this by, we're in very close to a head and arm choke, and we can certainly connect our hands and attack that. But for this week, we're looking at the arm. So my left hand is free, and that allows me to post off the mat so I can unlock my feet and slide my left knee nice and high. My left hand's protecting from a bridge, all right? So if Trey tries to bridge, I can block there with that arm. And when I'm ready to go, I'm gonna bring my hand under the head and pull my leg underneath the arm so I can get into my S-mount position. Now toes here, if I can get them on the mat, are gonna create a really nice wedge so that the head is sitting up on top of my thigh and my hands are lifting so I can get nice and tight, foot as close to the knee as I can get it. Now when I'm ready to go, my left arm is gonna dig, and I'm gonna get elbow deep and grab the side of my thigh. I could also go with a grip here on my collar if you want more of a gi specific grip, but I like to just go to the thigh, forearm to the mat, and then I'm just gonna bring my shin across the face and then bring it across and start to sit. Now as I sit, I catch this knee, and that's just gonna prevent Trey from rolling me to my back. Right? If I just sit back like this and I go to hit an armbar, Trey can use that momentum, start to push me onto my back, and it's gonna be problematic. So we catch, hold, and when we're ready, we can then come up to a seated position, make our grips, and break this, and finish an armbar as we normally do. But the focus here is just this setup. So I'm gonna go one more time, try and go through it a little bit quicker, speak a little bit quicker. So let's look at all these little details here. So, good? Okay, again, we're in mount. I can be grapevine or feet cross Khabib style. Dropping my chest low, trying to get underneath the forearms. My hands coming under the head, smearing this arm out, working it. And once I get elbow to elbow here, that's when I can start to inchworm and then pass. My head blocks the tricep so that that elbow doesn't just come scraping back in front of my face and escapes this position. I drop my head down low. Left hand comes out to the side, and then I open my lock that I had, or I unwrap my grapevine, and I'm gonna come up, and my knee slides. Again, I want my shin down to the ground. I don't want my leg up here. It's just too much space, not enough pressure. So my shin is flush to the mat. Now I match left hand to right, scoop the head, and I catch that other arm. I make a nice little pillow for Trey. Toes come underneath the mat so that I've got him wedged in place, and I bring my foot as close to my knee as I can get it. From here, my left arm digs. Try to grab the side of my thigh. I can make a gi grip here if I'd like. and then I plant, shin to the face, wrap, and then as I go to sit, I'm just catching this thigh here until I'm ready to come up. And when I'm ready to come up, grip break however you'd like, and finish your armbar however you choose to. So this is a really, really heavy armbar from the mount. We're gonna use this to transition into side control next week. Lots of details. Let's focus on this for a bit, and we'll take it from there.